Aries, welcome to my channel Being You Now. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today I'm doing your daily reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. If you have Aries placements in your chart, this reading is for you. If this doesn't resonate, head over to the videos tab. There might be another reading that is more suitable for your individual circumstance. I am so excited to bring you this new deck. I have been working with it for the last few weeks myself to really get into the energy and vibe, and oh my golly gosh, I am so in love with it. Now today in my meditation I was guided, today is the 1st of March, I was guided to do a Celtic cross. So let's just see, this energy in the meditation came up for the next 5 to 7 days. So this reading will be good for 5 to 7 days. All readings are generally really timeless. Because I do them daily, a lot of people prefer me to put or say which day the reading is for. So yeah, you see how it's, when you find the reading, it's for you. That's how I see it. But if you are a daily viewer, next 5 to 7 days, that's what came through in the meditation. So let's get started. I can't wait to share how cool this deck is. Truly, I am like in awe of it. It's just so delicious. Who is excited for March? Can't believe we're already like talking March 2024. We already in March. What? And soon we will be in Aries season and celebrating all our birthdays. Woo! How many of you are March Aries? I'm an April Aries. Triple Aries here. Triple. One card. Oh, more than one card wants to come out. One for the outcome, please. One. One card, please, Spirit. Outcome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so are you ready? Are you ready to see this gorgeousness? I can't wait to show it to you. Okay, so your overall energy, 7 of Swords. So 7 of Swords coming up in your overall energy is to me saying that, I mean, he looks like he's having fun in this card. I mean, his facial expression is like, yeah, I got 5 swords. Yeah, the 2 are there. That's all right. It's all good, But to me, like, this card is saying you are working on your strategy. So maybe you are still, it's almost like your strategy is not complete. You're still working on it in the next few days. So you're working on how you're going to tackle something. When I say strategy, that's what it means. Say you don't know how to start a business, or say you're looking for different jobs and you're like, oh, you know what, I'm going to change how I look for jobs. So that's kind of what strategy is. So here you may not have all the answers, but that's kind of the energy. You're like, okay, how can I do this differently? That's the question you're asking yourself in the next 5 to 7 days. This is one of the reasons why I bought this deck, the Hierophant. Look at that, Lord Shiva. So this card, and this is one of the reasons why I don't just open the deck and start sharing it on my channel. So this card is very multifaceted and layered. You can see that one side of Shiva is blue and the other side of Shiva is normal skin color. So what this card is really talking about, so Hierophant is all about structure, traditions, and doing things this way. But in this deck, the Shiva card is asking us to really dance with the dualities. There is the masculine and the feminine. There is the yin and the yang. So this card is about the balance of the two. It's not saying go and break the law. And I really like that. This is in your challenge position. So what, to me, these two cards are saying straight off the bat for you, Aries, is that this week, you find this stifling. If there is only one way to do things, that's very stifling for Aries. And of course, Aries is the fool. Aries likes freedom. Aries likes space. Aries does not like to be told that this is the only way, my way or no way. That is why you're seeking alternatives, because, okay, the law says this, but there may be other things within the law as well, just using that as an example, that might give you more flexibility. And that's kind of what this Hierophant is saying. So in the challenge position, how can you still follow rules and regulations and traditions and do things your way? So this week, I'll just say week, because 5 to 7 days, it's really pretty much a week, right? Depending on when you're watching this. These two cards right here is saying this week, challenge yourself to see things outside the box. How can you do things outside the box which is still within the norms, if that makes any sense? So say, for example, you can make baking cake. I'll use cake as an example with these two cards. You want to make cake, and but you are a vegetarian, or let's say you're a vegan. So you're a vegan, or you have vegan guests that are coming. So you want to bake cake, but you always bake this cake, which is with this recipe that has eggs and milk in it. So your strategy would be, well, how can I find a recipe that is vegan friendly, which doesn't have eggs and dairy? Or can I use, instead of milk, can I use almond milk or soy milk or something like that? So that's kind of what this is saying, that you're still within the bounds, but you are opening up your thinking to how can you achieve the same or similar outcome by changing up a few things. So let's see what's happening at a conscious level for you. The Fool, yeah, you want a new beginning. Like I'm telling you, that's what this is. These structures, structures and all that, yeah, you want to climb up. Yes, you respect it. But at the same time, you want balance. That's why this is such a beautiful card, because this is talking about that balance and embracing all parts of yourself. That's why what this card is saying. And with the Fool is your energy. You want a brand new beginning. You want to take this leap of faith. And in this card as well, the Fool, I love it because he's more open in his body language. He's more free. He's more playful. And that's what you're desiring. You're desiring more play, more fun, more vibrancy into your life right now. Okay, Majors popping up like popcorn in your read, as always. Let me know what you think of this deck. Yeah, at a subconscious level, you feel like a wounded warrior. And you can see in this deck, usually you have a band-aid up there. But in this deck, he's got it around his shoulders and also his arms. It's almost like he's ready for boxing, if you really ask me. And he's got, I love this deck. He's got tattoos. This is like the modern age Nine of Wands, right? So in this, to me, at a subconscious level, you're like, will I have to continue to fight this? But this is also reminding you are one wand away from completion. So you're that close. You're so close. So this is not about lowering your standards. This is not about giving up. This is about staying true to what you believe in, particularly with these two cards right here. So, if this is what you're seeking, you're so close. You may not see it right now, but you're that close. You're only one wand away. And that's what Spirit is saying. So at a subconscious level, I think your biggest thing, or particularly with this challenge, with the Hierophant is, what if it doesn't get approved? What if my cake doesn't turn out? But you haven't baked it yet. You got to bake it. And that's kind of what this is saying. Go do the thing. Go try it. You don't know the outcome until you've tried it. That's in simple terms. I like to simplify it. Let me know if my analogies and examples help. A lot of the times I get lots of beautiful comments saying, that really was helpful. That is why I like to use it. So in your recent past, 8 of Swords, of course, there is 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. To me, this is you feeling stuck, you feeling like you don't have an option, you don't have another way. Whereas Spirit is saying, yes, there is. Basically, this reading so far is saying, if I look at it this way, Aries being the Fool, crowning energy right here, you get to do things your way. You get to live life your way. You get to create a work-life balance your way. You get to create your business your way. Yes, there are structures, there are guidelines, there are rules. I'm not saying go break them. That's not what the Fool is saying. But you can do it in your own fun, magical way. And I think sometimes this is the thing with Aries and Taurus, when we talk about relationships, but I'm not going to talk about that, there is only this one way, this my way or highway. And that's kind of where this reading is going. Maybe that is the reason why you're feeling stuck. This could be in relation to, even family members or starting a business, that this is the only way you can start a business. And that is not, or this is the only way you can have a relationship. Like traditionally you would go on dates. You would not, in the very olden days, you wouldn't really move in with someone. You would get married and then move in. That I'm just using that as an example because we also have the Hierophant card. I'm not saying that's the case. But now you go on dates, you live with the person, depending on your cultural background. I'm not saying that's for everybody. But there are ways, you might spend more time with each other or you might do different things. So that's what this is saying, that look at things from a different perspective. Shift your perspective, essentially. All right, so your future. Oh my God, look at this King of Wands. Isn't he just bossing it up on that throne? Look at that. I love this King of Wands, the modern day, and he's quite good looking too, just on the by and by. But ultimately, your future, this is where you want to be, Aries. The King and the Queen of Wands, that's your energy. So the King of Wands, this is where you want to be. The Fool and the King of Wands, this is your happy place. This is Aries at its happiest. Taking the leap of faith, doing the things you want to do, being the leader, being the visionary. If I look at it this way, this is very clear to me. You don't need to, because with the Eight of Swords, it's like there's something you're not seeing, or maybe you're questioning your leadership style, maybe you're questioning your vision. But remember, Aries, the King of Wands, he is an entrepreneur in the tarot. In the tarot deck, he's the most entrepreneurial card. What does that mean? An entrepreneur is a high level visionary and a leader. Leaders are leaders for a reason. They're not followers. So whatever doubts you've got, what Spirit is saying is change the strategy, change the way you're thinking, and your shift, the way you do things, is going to be legendary. This is how you are a game changer, legendary, and a mover and shaker. Because the way you see things, people are like, oh my gosh, Aries, how did you even come up with that? That's so simple, that's so easy. How come I didn't see that? And that's what makes you that visionary and the leader in the tarot, Aries. And that's what makes you the King of Wands. The King of Wands is this passionate leader who just has this real sharp vision, but he only doesn't, it's not just having the vision, it's about doing something about the vision. And that's what this is saying right here. Go do something about the vision. And the way you're going to do that is shift your strategy. Seven of Swords. There you go. I am getting fired up as I'm doing this read. I'm loving it. Alrighty. So internally, you are the devil. So the devil is all about temptations. The devil is all about temptations and feeling stuck. Again, to me, this is all mental energy because we have the Eight of Swords show up. So this is really releasing and freeing yourself. And that's what you're desiring anyway with the Fool card. So it's about breaking free from those restrictions which are not even real. So a lot of this is to do with your thought patterns and your mindset. This could be to do with money, career, love. You tell me in comments as you see fit. But in the next 7 days, it's really about breaking free. Every time those thoughts patterns come up, is that the truth? Is that the reality? Is there another way? Seven of Swords. This is why the Seven of Swords in this reading is quite important, although it's a minor arcana. This reading is all about how you deal with situations in this next 5 to 7 days. And that comes down to your strategy based on your situation. Alrighty. People see you as making plans. People can see that Aries is up to something. They may not know what that something is, but they know that Aries is up to something. Some of you literally could be planning travel. Like he is holding a globe there. Others of you, you're planning your business. You're planning, you're making, it's almost like you're collecting your wands and you're strategically placing them where they are going to build that solid foundation. Again, I'm getting this real strategy is coming up strong. And I love strategy. I get excited about strategy because strategy is, it's the fun, it's the day-to-day stuff is the day-to-day stuff. Strategy is what makes it interesting in my world anyway, or in my view. But look at, the other thing I wanted to share with you all. This is just on the by and by. When I first saw this card, I'm like, oh my gosh, he looks like Bruno. He reminds me of Bruno Mars. When you think of some of his songs and his, anyway, digression. Maybe Bruno Mars has something to do with this, or maybe you saw him, or it's a sign. I don't know. You let me know in comments. But yeah. When I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, that reminds me of Bruno Mars. How cool is this deck, by the way? Okay, in your hopes and fears. So some of you are definitely looking for love. The Lover's card is showing up in your read. Now, those of you that are not interested in love and romance, particularly with the King of Wands in the future position, you not only want your empire, but you want to share that empire with someone that you love and care for. For others of you, your empire is what is aligned to your purpose and is nurturing and loving for you. So for example, maybe you love knitting and that's your business or your side hustle, but that's what you love doing, for example. So this, depending on, where you are, but Gemini energy coming up strong. Look at this Lovers card. Isn't it just gorgeous? So beautiful and vibrant. These in your hopes and fears. And also Aries, I have to say this because Spirit is sharing it to me, showing it to me. Some of you deep down, you do desire love. You really deep down, you desire love. So this is about being honest with yourself. Do you deep down really desire love? Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you want to open yourself up to heart? Open your heart up to love. Why do I say that? Because in the challenge position, we have Hierophant. Hierophant is the card for commitment. It's the card of getting married. It's the card of moving in together. High level commitment. So, I have to share that. It's there, right there in your read. Okay, so let's see. What's your outcome? Five of Pentacles. So a lot of you, Five of Pentacles in the outcome. I almost want to clarify it. Feeling disappointed about something, feeling left out in the cold. Here's the first thing Spirit has said to me, and I will pull another card on the Five of Pentacles in the outcome. This reminds me of Christmas, by the way. Look at all the snow and everything. The Five of Pentacles, this is the first message that Spirit gave to me as I saw that in your outcome position is that, Aries, you have high standards. And it is because you have high standards. I mean, with the King of Wands showing up, the Fool card showing up, Two of Wands, you have high standards. And sometimes you feel left out in the cold when people don't understand your vision or people don't see the vision that you have or not feeling in alignment to your vision. I'll pull another card on that. One more card to clarify the Five of Pentacles in the outcome. Two wanted to come out. Yeah. There you go. So Five of Pentacles could also be timing thing. Maybe you're feeling left out in the cold because first you have high standards and you feel like no one can understand you and meet your standards, or why can't people just get you? The other thing is timing. Aries can, when is it going to happen? It never happens to me. Why things never work out for me. It's that Five of Pentacles could also be a little bit of a pity party for yourself. The reason why I say that Five of Pentacles has been clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords. So you are waiting for some news. So this disappointment could be to do with timing for a lot of you. That you are waiting for some form of communication, and because you haven't received it in the time frame that you have set yourself on or put yourself on, that leads to disappointment that, it still didn't work out. But you also have to remember that, yes, these two cards are very sudden and quick communication. But this could also mean that this communication may not happen at the timeline that you desire. So it may not happen because I'm saying 5 to 7 days, give or take. So it may not happen tomorrow, but it may happen in a couple of days. So that's what I think this Five of Pentacles. I don't really get the energy to be worried about this Five of Pentacles, to be honest. To me, you have a lot of other major arcanas that are speaking some real juicy, meaty stuff, and you are showing up strongly in this read. So that Five of Pentacles, yeah, to me, it's more about your own expectations and are they realistic? Are they, if your expectations are not realistic, then of course you will be led to disappointment when you think something is going to happen in the next 20 minutes, or I'm going to meet the love of my life in the next hour, that kind of thing. Just take what resonates. But you get the point that I'm making, that this Five of Pentacles, I don't feel like you're losing something, major. It's more on your own. It's about managing your expectations and are they realistic for what you are setting it up for. So say, say for example, in a job context, you get disappointed that you haven't heard about that job, but maybe they are still going through all the applications. Maybe they haven't even started interviewing, but you feel at loss because they haven't contacted you. But when they're ready to contact you, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be quick, fast communication. This is all positive, happening very, very quickly with the page. These two cards are of swift, quick action. So yeah, what an epic read. Let me know what you think of this deck. Do you want to see more of this deck on the channel? I absolutely love it. Look at the vibrancy and the colors. It's just so gorgeous. Aries, thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Truly, I can't say this enough. If you don't show up, I can't show up. It's really that simple. And my hope and wish and desire for you is that you feel held, seen, appreciated, and loved, and know that you are, and that this is a safe space for you and always welcoming for you. Aries, remember the power that is you by being you now, and I will see you next time.